issues. Let's go to L.A. now and check things out with Nancy Liu. She's out there at UCLA. You mentioned the protests you've been reporting from. Boy, it's a long night, right, Nancy? How are things this afternoon?
A very long night, and things have de-escalated considerably since the overnight hours, Connell. And overnight, law enforcement moved in and cleared out the counter-protesters, the pro-Israel group. And behind me is the pro-Palestine encampment. And you can see they are actively trying to reinforce their perimeter wall. They've got pallets and plywood that they're putting up, trying to block our view of what's happening inside. But you can see a lot of tents still here. And off in the distance, Connell, I want to show you that they actually have a medical tent inside. And last week, when this encampment first started, I saw a big group of UCLA medical students joining this encampment. And the students inside claim that this group is 80 to 90% students, and many of them were said to be injured during the violence and chaos last night. But let's show you some of that, because things became pretty crazy out here. There were things thrown, projectiles going in both directions. There were bricks being thrown, people hitting each other with 2x4s, fireworks being fired into the pro-Palestinian camp. Just quite an incredible scene of chaos and violence. And you alluded to the slow law enforcement response. It took over an hour for law enforcement to get here, and that's because it is triggered by private security alerting UCLA police and then UCLA alerting LAPD. Regardless, it took quite some time for law enforcement to get here, but afterwards they cleared people out. And the governor, Gavin Newsom, has issued several statements since all of this happened, and one of them is the right to free speech does not extend to inciting violence, vandalism, or lawlessness on campus. He has also called for an investigation into what happened with that slow response overnight. But for now, classes are canceled here at UCLA, and the campus chancellor has called this encampment unlawful. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen today. Classes are closed. These two buildings are closed because there is no access to two key buildings on this campus, and it's midterms week, which are postponed now.
Yeah.
So students got a break on the tests, but yeah, their academic education is interrupted because of this.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.